Final fight, afraid of space. Afraid of space. Hello, YouTube. It's here. It's Lisa Stade here of the Lisa Stade and YouTube channels of Lisa Stade and Hitler Obsessed. And today I will be talking about Anastasia, the animated 20th Century Fox film from 1997. I'm giving a review and the actual history behind the movie. So, I hope to God, let's pray all, no, to the YouTube gods, if the algorithm does not strike this down with any copyright claims. This is just a review in the actual history of Anastasia and the last Romanov family. You know, that didn't turn up in the movie because, massacre, mortal genocide, killing family members, something you just don't give to kids, but is part of the history of the princess. But yet again, you just don't tell the kiddies because it might scare them. Ooh, history. Yeah, I learned about Hitler at kindergarten. I told out fine, kids. I learned about Hitler at age of kindergarten. I do. Don't talk about that. Okay, but the beginning of the movie starts out with the scene of the first scene is of the Romanov 300th anniversary of Romanov rule of Imperial Russia, and it's at 1960. Well, during that time, Tsar Nicholas would actually be away and not attending any balls because he would be, at the front lines during World War One. The one war that Hitler fought in, that he would later start a second one that he's gonna lead. Yeah, he was fighting Adolf, Imperial Germany at the time. Before Hitler gets to third one. So that's a prelude to World War Two. Uh, So yeah, they do have scenes of the lavish kind of lifestyle that they're trying to portray in the movie of the Romanovs and the grand balls that they were famous for having, which is historically accurate. I don't know about the whole animation if they were going with that or the clothing there kind of looked more like maybe like the medieval clothing of the Russia before Peter the Great modernizes Russia. So, Ram probably is supposed to be probably more period clothing, I guess, they're going for when Michael Romanov becomes the first Romanov Tsar of Russia. But they do have the kind of Cossack, Russian waltzes there that they were doing. I don't know if that's actually based on any traditional dances that they would have done in the Grand Balls. Um, it does show Anastasia dancing, but she's more famous for like playing pranks on her sisters and the palace staff and other members of the Tsar's court, and groundskeepers, annoying them, because her father, Tsar Nicholas II, would actually give her the name Subits, which is, I guess, if I'm pronouncing correct, the Russian word for imp. I guess an imp is like a trickster little spirit or monster. I guess in Russian mythology, though. Uh, not big into mythology, that's why I studied history. But yeah, they do show her dancing. I mean, yeah, she did partake in the dances, which she was more, and Sage was more outgoing than her mother, who did get a lot of dislike for not only bringing four daughters before the Tsarevich, which is the heir to the Russian throne of Alexei, as well as not being as outgoing in public and, extroverted in the grand balls of the Romanov court. That was a big, you just have to do. You can't be like, oh no, me sitting at the sidelines. So, let's say me, if I was a Grand Duchess or a Countess, sitting at the sidelines at a Imperial Russian ball, that would probably be like, at least a better no, just start waltzing, or else she's gonna get some, not good looks from the court. Off with her head. She did Alexandra, which was Anastasia's mother, Saritsa, which is the queen, the wife, the wife to the husband Tsar Nicholas II. Alexandra, yeah, she was an introverted person that did not get a lot of likes in the family court, as well as being Roman, which around 1916 during World War One. Alexandra did get a lot of hate from the Russian people and the court because she was originally from Russia, from Germany. Imperial versus enemies during World War One because they were the the Allies side, not the Axis. Uh, the Axis is for World War Two. The tripartite, I guess, of World War One. It was Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire, and Italy, and America, Britain, France, and Russia was the guys that were of the World War One version of the Allies. Just explain that little backstory there. Uh, and then there was the next scene where Anastasia runs up to her grandmother, did the Dowager Empress Marie, who also did not like Alexandra, Anastasia's mother, also because of her not going and being a public extrovert in the court life and attending the balls, doing the dances and everything. That was just a must do. You just have to do this to be in the norm in the imperial Romanov court of the Tsars, uh, imperial court and aristocrat nobility of imperial Tsars Russia before the revolution torn up. She does run off to her mother of her grandmother, which was the Dowager Empress Marie Fyodorova. Trying to pronounce the German last name to that. And she does make. There is a picture that she draws or whatever of, I guess it's Anastasia sitting in a chair. That is based off of a real life picture that Anastasia did that was edited into the movie there. There's a lot of paintings in the scenes there that are from famous paintings from Monet, Van Gogh, and a lot of Russian paintings from the palaces also there are just edited in, which is a very nice feature in the movie of 997 Anastasia there. The Dowager Empress Marie also considered Anastasia her favorite granddaughter out of all the Grand Duchesses and even Alexei. She didn't like the Anastasia's mother Alexandra, because Alexandra liked Rasputin. She thought he was a holy man, even though she didn't like him, thought he was a fraud, a con artist, just a sinful guy, and they turned into this family squabble, I guess. Really sad family squabble, though. But in the next scene in the movie, Anastasia's grandmother, Dowager gives her like this little necklace there that says "Together in Paris" and sings, what is it? Once Upon December. I'm not going to sing that whole thing there because I don't want copyright claims. That's what I don't want here on YouTube. So I'm not gonna go sing that, even how bad it is. I don't want these videos, if they're ever in Europe, to be taken down because of Article 13. But in reality, yes, Anastasia does get a music box from her grandmother, the Dowager Empress Marie, that has a ballerina that I guess spins and plays music as it's spinning and twirling and dancing there. Uh, when you wind up, I guess this little key on the music jewelry box. It's not a music box like in the films there, but this thing is, I guess, based off an actual music box that Anastasia did get from the Dowager Empress Marie as a birthday gift. I've actually taken a lot of notes from remembering the movie there, and a lot of my studying and history of this. The next scene, I guess, is of Rasputin, who turned up there, and Rasputin was a guy who really lived a pretty uh, immoral kind of lifestyle. To the Russian Orthodox Church, very sinful. They thought he was, and to this day, people suggest that he was a part of a outlawed Russian mystical cult deal or sect that was outlawed by the Tsars in the past. There, living in the boondocks of the Siberian areas of Russia, past the Ural Mountains. Uh, but he really did live a lot of debauchery and wanton, just immoral behavior, and believed that you could receive salvation in heaven not through receiving Jesus as your Lord and Savior, I guess, in the case of the Russian Orthodox Church, but just from living a sinful life, which is kind of a bit weird and odd, bit satanic, left-hand path there, I guess, to say. Uh, but he did become renowned as like some faith healer. They got word and message of Hitler, not Hitler, sorry, wrong person, Rasputin, of his faith healing there, did make way to the Russian Romanov court from another court member, that told the Tsaritsa, Alexandra, and Nicholas II, who had their son at the time, who was suffering from hemophilia, which is a blood disease where the blood does not clot at all, and he had inherited this from his mother. This can only be transferred to the son still. And so Rasputin was sent to the Romanov court to try to heal their son afterwards from his hemophilia. And a lot of them thought he was a faith healer, a lot of them thought he was a con artist and fraud, because all the other stuff he was doing that was wrong came back with him also to the court, and a lot of disputes turned up there. Some people now think Rasputin used more hypnosis, kind of like Hitler said to do that with masses of people, was through hypnosis there. So I'm gonna end here on part 1 and go on to the next video, part 2. So this is Lisa Stade here of the YouTube channels of Lisa Stade and Hitler Obsessed, signing off to you. Make sure to like this video, become a subscriber, hit the notification bell so you can see all new updates on YouTube, my new uploaded videos. Definitely donate to my Patreon and my subscribe so you can visit my BitChute channel on bitchute.com. That's Lisa Marie Stade, that's one word. You can send me a friend request or leave me a comment on Facebook too, if you want. You send me a friend request, leave me a comment to my Facebook page, Lisa Stade. And definitely make sure to subscribe to Hitler Obsessed. You can leave a comment on any of my channels of Lisa Stade or Hitler Obsessed there. And on to part 2 here.